The National Survey of Student Engagement reports that students spend about 15 hours a week preparing for class. That's around 1,800 hours spent outside of class studying for a 4-year college career. According to journalist Ann Douglas, college students today are required to take, on average, 30 to 53 hours in general education courses. This takes up a whole year or more of your college career that could be used to gain real-life experience and making money out in the workforce. Today, I want to tell you about why the general education course requirement policy should be changed. I'm not here to argue that these classes should be completely eliminated, but a reduction in these requirements would be very beneficial to students and schools for many reasons. All of you here are college students, so you have first-hand experience with the pros and cons of general education classes, which is why I think you will all support my proposed policy change. Also, you are the voice needed for a future change to actually happen. From attending different colleges, I also have knowledge of how various schools construct their general education course policies. General education classes aren't completely unnecessary, but with so many things changing in the academic world, it's time for schools to develop new approaches for this too. First, I want to inform you about the problems associated with having so many hours dedicated to general education. Then, I want to tell you about how reducing the requirement can solve these issues and how we can make a change happen. Finally, I'll close with these changes, how these changes will benefit you, future classes, and colleges all over. Now that you've heard a preview of my main points, let's move on to my first main point, the problem. There is a great need for change due to many problems plaguing students because of high general education requirements. First of all, Nate Johnson of Complete College of America reports that more time students spend in school, the more costly it becomes, especially from paying tuition, taxpayer subsidies, and from lost wages. The extra time devoted to general education is becoming unaffordable and causing many students to give up earning a college degree. The ACT institutional data file of 2014 indicates that the average graduation rate is only 45%. A college degree is incredibly important to finding a well-paying job today, so schools must make appropriate changes so everyone has the opportunity to graduate. These costs are also burdening our poor economy by the government having to dish out more financial aid dollars every year to help pay for these general education classes. A second problem is that higher general education requirements take time away from students gaining knowledge in their specific degree fields. Today, the job market is so competitive and jobs are more complex. This means students need all the knowledge they can get to gain a competitive edge. Students spend an average of 30 hours in classes that don't even pertain to their degree or future career. That time should be dedicated to furthering themselves in the workplace and gaining additional expertise. Another problem is that time is everything nowadays. No one has extra time to spend on classes when there's a good possibility you won't ever need or actually remember the skills learned from them. With the fast-paced business environment, students need to get involved as soon as possible, so it's necessary to cut needless, time-consuming activities from their schedules. Another study by Complete College America reports students are taking too many credits and too much time to complete, and this excessive course taking is slowing down progress. These problems are bad and can really affect students' futures. So now I want to tell you about my second point, the solution. To solve these issues and to better meet the needs of students, colleges all over should adopt a policy change where they reduce general education course requirement. First, according to Psychology Today's Michael Austin, general education provides many benefits such as a broad knowledge foundation, which is why the requirement shouldn't be completely eliminated, just reduced. Students can learn from these classes, but to alleviate the previous problems, they absolutely have to be reduced. This reduction shouldn't just cut classes, but schools should change the curriculum to meet the needs of their students. For example, the University of Kentucky provides students with class options that strengthen the connections between general education and the student's major field of study. The university decided to reduce its requirements, which allowed its schools departments to tailor specific prerequisites. For change to occur, current students must petition and voice the needs for these reductions. All of us here today have first-hand experience with taking these classes, so we know better than anyone what works and what doesn't. To create a brighter future for education, we have to inform college faculties and staff so they can improve the education education we all pay for. This isn't a well-known cause, so it's up to us to share and get the information out there. Now that you know the plan of action and how we can make a change, I want you to know the benefits that this will bring. Making this change will work towards providing colleges, all of you, and future classes with many great benefits. First, this reduction will be attractive to potential students. So for colleges like LSUS, this will increase enrollment and graduation rates. On the other hand, making this change will make selected colleges even more selective because many schools don't offer this option. Also, it will save the school money by providing fewer courses each semester. Reducing the requirement allows them to focus on specific departmental needs instead of funding a wide variety of classes. Winthrop College is proving this reduction works when they begin requiring fewer hours to graduate. The school is still maintaining their accreditation with the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools and is experiencing a higher than average graduation rate. Because of these benefits to colleges, the policy change can benefit all of you sitting here. For those who still have general education courses to take, you can now, if the change happens, you can get your degree sooner. For others like myself who have already finished these courses, you can still benefit because colleges with higher graduation rates are deemed more credible, and this will make degrees previously earned more valuable too. Future classes will benefit greatly too because they'll earn the same degree in less amount of time while receiving a well-rounded education that's tailored to their specific needs. Also, these students will save money by saving time and can enter the workforce faster to start working towards their career goals. In conclusion, colleges have reduced the general education requirement in order to provide a better education and correct problems students are experiencing. Overall, high general education requirements cause many problems, but by reducing the hours needed, it will provide schools and students with many benefits. According to Education Portal Online, top-rated schools such as Brown and Amherst College are moving towards this open curriculum where they have fewer requirements outside of the major courses. This reinforces the idea that times are changing, so schools have to change in order to provide the best education and opportunities for its students. Everyone will benefit from the flexibility that these shorter and revised degree programs will offer. So let me leave you with this. Peter Drucker said, "When it comes to becoming totally obsolete, we make it a required course." Well, with that, think about all the required courses you have taken and realize it's time for a change that will improve the face of education everywhere. Thank you.